Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mike here at Game From Scratch. We're trying to keep you up to date with the latest and greatest in the world of game development, and that includes deals. And today we have a sale on the Unity Asset Store, and it's a completely new format, and it's going to be a little polarizing, I think, if you like this or dislike this, because what they're doing is lightning sales. And I'm going to start off with a ton of assets. This video is going to go live just before the actual deals go live, so you should be able to get there in time. But basically, it boils down to there's a limited number of items of sale, for say 20 or 30 of each asset at 70% off, and then there's at 60% off, and then at 50% off until they sell out. Or a certain time limit is reached. But the difference with this one is they're telling you in advance what all of them are going to be. Now, I know when they did their Black Friday sales, it was very polarizing. Nobody really liked that approach. You kind of had to be watching all the time. You had no idea what was coming up. There were a lot of technical difficulties with it. This one, they've kind of learned from that. Now, this definitely has a FOMO aspect, but you know what is going to come up in advance, and it's going to be a race. Another thing that they've done is they've switched it so you can't add to cart. If it's a lightning deal, you have to use buy now. Hopefully that gets rid of some of the technical difficulties they ran into initially. So let's look at all of the items that are going to launch with the first hour, and then what happens is every hour thereafter, for 3 days, there's going to be 2 new items launched. Again, you do know the exact time they're going to go live, so if you want to race to try and get 70% off, you can do so. By the way, if you use my link, I get a small commission, and thank you very much for doing so. All right, so what we got here, the first day, we got a ton of items launching. Nothing really that overwhelming with one kind of exception, but some decent stuff here. So first hour at 70% off, you're going to get PBR Material Bundle, the Farm Life, Better UI, VHS Pro, Oceans Environment Pack, Oak Forest Environment, Stylized Fantasy Elements, Aura and Ground Effects, Easy Feedback Form, Low Poly Rocks, Countryside Open World, Zebra, Liquids, Human Shader Pack, built-in RP, ERP, HDRP, Bad Word Filter Pro, Piglet GLTF Importer, which I thought was a functionality that was out of the box, but apparently it's not, which is weird. Sprite Shader Ultimate, Wizard Spell Pack, Cilantro Helicopter Simulator Toolkit, Rascal Skinned Mesh Collider, Fast Mobile Post-Processing Color Correction, Animation Converter, RPG, FPS game assets for PC Mobile, Rock and Boulders Volume 3, Rocky Hill Environment, Prefab World Builder, Aline, Drawing Made Easy, Infinite Cloud HDRP, Spellbook Mega Pack, 2D Isometric Tile Starter Pack, Sword and Shield Animations, Castle Valley Collection, Natural Pack, Volumetric Lights, Quest Machine, and then finally, probably the biggest name asset there is Playmaker. By the way, I have done a review of Playmaker. Over time, I've done more and more Unity asset reviews. If you want to check it out, just basically search on Google for Game From Scratch and then the name of the asset. There's a good chance I may have done a review on it, and that's going to get better and better as we have more sales and mega bundles and so on. But I have definitely checked out Playmaker. It is probably, again, of the things launching right away. So when this video is live, all of these should be on sale for 70% off if you happen to be one of the lucky few. And then it drops to 60 and then 50 until the sale ends or they run out. And then what we're going to have is every hour, literally every hour for the next 3+ days, we have more assets, 2 new assets every hour. So the next hour, we're going to get Vegetation and Studio and Mega Animations Pack. And then an hour after that, you'll get the Watermill Effects and Unka the Dragon, and then Character Creator 2D, and PBR Rocks, and then so on and so forth. And again, this continues for quite some time. So on the final day, so we're 3+ days from now, as you can see, you can get exact details of when it starts right there. We keep going until we get to the final 2 assets of Woodblock Puzzle and First Person Parkour. But everything that is going to be in the sale and when it is going to go on sale is available right here. So you can go through and see the details. Now the downside is, well, I guess the upside and downside, this is going to be equally good and or bad regardless to time zone you're in, because they're going to be launching pretty much all the time. So no particular time zone is getting hosed like what we saw potentially with the Black Friday sales, which were definitely polarizing. I'm interested to hear what you think of the lightning sale approach. You do know in advance when things are going to be, but it could also be that something's coming online at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And is it worth it to you to get up and try to be one of the first X number of people to get it so you get the 70% off, or would you rather just sleep? Let me know that in the comments down below. There are some details over on the Unity blog about exactly how this goes. So again, over the first 4 days of the sale, 2 new assets will launch 70% off every single hour. Initial quantities are sold out. The asset will be listed at 60% off. Until those are sold out, then 50% off. And then once it's sold out, the deal is done. By the way, there again, all upcoming deals are listed on the asset store, so something you want, you can mark your calendar now and wait for the clock to strike. Be sure to click Buy Now button to get the discount, as you can't add Lightning deals to your cart for later. And again, hopefully that will save on some of the technical issues they had in the past. Make it kind of fair and easy for everyone to get them. I think I've checked out Dozy UI Manager, by the way, as well, but they kind of go through a breakdown of some of the assets that are going to be in this particular bundle if you want to learn a little bit more. I did do a video on UMMORPG, but I think I did the 3D version, not the 2D version. But definitely some interesting assets here. I did just cover Magio, but also that's because it was just in the just ended Mega Bundle. So if you didn't get it in the Mega Bundle, you got another option to get that, but I did do a video on it as well. And then finally, the sale ends on February the 22nd, but there's not going to be any more. It's only the first 4 days that we're going to get new assets every hour. After that, basically, you're just waiting for them to run out of the deal. So once everything hits the 50% off, if everything hits 50% off, it will end early. Otherwise, it ends on February the 22nd. So you've got 15 days to pick up everything, but most of this is going to be a race to get the 70% off deal. And again, some interesting things here. There's not a ton in that first hour. The big thing, I think, that is going to be a race for like right away is going to be the Playmaker asset right there, which again I have done a review on, but there's some definitely interesting stuff in here, and everything else is again spread across several days at 2 an hour over the time. But you can go browse through here, figure out exactly what you want, you know, and then come back at the time where it launches, and hopefully you will be one of the lucky few and you can get the asset that's there. But I am really curious. I know a lot of you really disliked the way they did the Black Friday sales, and I actually contributed some of that feedback to people I know at Unity, and they do seem to be responding to those criticisms with the way that this is set up. Now again, if something launches at a time where you can't get it, or you're not the type of person who has the time available to like race to try and get the deal, obviously not going to be a great opportunity. But even if you just want something at 50% off, there's a decent number of assets at that 50% off. But to get that 70, going to be a bit of a race. And I am really curious what you think of this format. Do you find it kind of fun? Do you find it very FOMO triggering? Let me know these things, comments down below. And best of all, good luck getting whatever asset you want. And again, if you use my link, I do get a small commission, and thank you very much for doing so. So that is it. Lightning deals. This is the first time they've ever done this over on the Unity Asset Store. Would you like to see them do it again, or do you like to see this burn in hell? Let me know. Comments down below. Talk to you all later. Goodbye.